My name is Mary Ziegerfuss, and I'm a tapestry weaver. When I was a really small child, my aunt and uncle went to Indonesia, and they came back, and my aunt gave me a scrap of fabric that she had gotten from some exotic island. Every night I took it to bed with me and put it under my pillow, and I would wake up in the morning and hold it up to the sunlight. And there was something that was coded in that cloth. I knew nothing about anything at that point in my life, but I knew that this cloth held some sort of power. Cloth was something that carried prestige, held power, and that it was it's always been a huge identifier on this planet of station. So, flip ahead many, many years. I'm in art school, and lo and behold, I start studying textiles. And so I've spent my entire life making cloth, kind of in the simplest and most crudest form. I take threads and they go over and under each other, and they become cloth. And my job as an artist is to empower that cloth and to literally put vision and story into that cloth so it becomes something of contemporary power. Years ago, Kirby and I worked on a project in Bolivia for Conservation International. And one day we were at a ruin outside of Cusco, and I saw this young guy approach my husband, and so I zipped over to see what they were talking about. And the fellow looked at me and he said, "Are you the weaver?" He said, "Last night I had a dream. In the dream I was told to come to this ruin today, and there I would meet an American weaver, and she would be with her husband. And in the dream, I was told that it was time for me to pass on the symbols and the story of the symbols that my family has been weaving since the time of the Inca." And he said, "Are you the weaver?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I think I'm the weaver." And so we sat down in the sand, and the guy picked up a stick, and he started drawing symbol after symbol after symbol after symbol. We spent all afternoon writing everything that the fellow said. And at the end, he stood up and just turned to me and he said, "My people, my culture have woven all the power out of these symbols, and it's time for them to have a new life. Will you take them and weave them into the future?" We came back to the United States, and I immediately started weaving. The work completely just took off, and so has everything since then. This last couple years, I've had some wonderful commissions. I did a large wall for the University of Nebraska, which was an 8 by 55 foot wall of tapestries. I just completed a piece for an exhibition at the Joslin Art Museum in Omaha, and I did 2 14-foot panels. For me, that's it. There's nothing more exciting than to create work of that scale. I was on the board of Goodweave USA, and we work in the carpet factories in Southeast Asia, taking children out of carpet factories and putting them in schools. These jobs that I do, these positions that I have, allow me to work with weavers all over the world, and it's such a common language that we share. I can go to a country where we know not a word in common, but we sit at a loom together. There's a mutual learning that happens that is timeless. And then we all just pour our story into that cloth.